Welcome back. This is the latest update. There was no update for the previous week because not much was done in the previous week, with the exception of finishing out the roof, which I can put up some pictures here. Just a few pictures, nothing crazy. I'm not climbing on the roof, I'm not getting any drone shots. Those pictures are good enough as proof, and I don't really need to look on there too closely. I can have the inspector do that. We're also not gonna take a look in the garage. I don't think that serves a real purpose. The garage is here. The door is still not replaced yet. That is in the statement of work. However, they will get to it once they get to it. We're gonna go back just a tad and we're gonna turn left and take a look at the living room area. There's still not much change in here, which is fine. They are moving at a good pace and they will finish the house, looks like in the correct amount of time that was quoted. I'm gonna move back to the primary suite, take a look at the dining room real quick again. There's a few different things that I do want to show you guys. Not much has changed here, which is fine. There's no lights in the primary suite, but it's looking good. These guys are actually professionals and I appreciate their work. They charge a fair price and they do work in a fair amount of time. The framing there is still a little crooked, which isn't a huge deal, but I want to get that corrected. I don't want the house to look ghetto, if you will. Let's turn on some lights though. Let's take a look at this room. This is actually going to be really gorgeous once it's done. The tiles that's being put on this floor, while it's not the greatest tile around, it looks good for the price. The goal was to have the kind of white neutral looking tone, also neutral tone on the ceiling. I talked about it before. They unintentionally painted the ceiling blue, which it was not supposed to be painted smoky azurite. It was supposed to be painted alabaster by Sherwin-Williams, but it's growing on me and I'm gonna keep it. That's not even what I want to show you. What I truly want to show you is I gotta be careful when I'm stepping on this tile. I don't want to mess up the work they're doing. Yeah, let's take a look here in this closet. This tile, man, that's gonna be this is nice. Like, I'm almost thinking of changing some things around in one of my bathrooms in my house to the same color and possibly changing the tile as well. But I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money, especially since my personal residence doesn't make any money. This right here, this is what I want to focus on. This shower, this is tile that I ended up picking on the internet. I didn't actually see it in person. And seeing it on video doesn't do it a whole lot of justice, but this is a very gorgeous tile. It's kind of old school and it goes in line with the theme that I'm considering. Should this actually come to fruition to being an Airbnb? That theme that I'm thinking is a very old school Western theme. I think this tile would be just fine. The other theme that I'm considering would be an Air Force theme, which makes sense because this house is located to one of the largest bases in the state of Texas. Yeah, this is looking good. They're tiling all the way up to the ceiling. So that's some nice tile. I really just wanted to highlight it here for a second. They're even putting in the soap niche, which I don't remember specifically saying that I want it, but I'm not gonna complain. That's not something that was charged as a line item. This feels like the contractor going the extra mile to consider everything that I may not have previously considered. So I appreciate that. That soap niche is gonna be nice, especially when they get all the grout in place. Yeah, this looks good. I'm gonna carefully step out of here. Yeah, it's just starting to look like a bathroom again. It's nice. They're even putting tile in here. It's nice. That's one of the major changes. Slowly walk back out. Just taking a look at everything overall. Yeah, this house looks great, especially in the lighting that we see now. The white balance might not be 100% right, but just know that I'm an amateur. I'm not an actual true professional in doing this. There's not really been a whole lot of change in the laundry room, so I don't want to focus on it a whole lot. Don't care to. I do want to focus on the kitchen because they took out all of the older cabinets. They trashed them, took them to the dump. Don't know exactly what they're going to do with it. Don't actually care. That's for the contractor to figure out if he wants to reuse them or not. But they started clearing out the flooring over here as they're getting ready to put in the flooring for the kitchen and the whole house. It'll be the same luxury vinyl plank. The only flooring that's different is in the bathroom. It's eat-in kitchen portion. Not a whole lot different here. Do want to focus on something here for a second. Yeah. Okay. Not really going to spend a lot of time in this living room, but know that they have the tiles. Sorry, not the living room. This is the family room. This is the one that's connected to the kitchen and in the rear of the house. They're going to put those same gorgeous tiles that you see in the shower around this fireplace. I think it's going to look really good once it's all done. Said I unintentionally did a good job on the tiles. A very smart person that I know picked the color, and those tiles, in my opinion, look really great. I'm gonna move back to the hallway that contains the secondary bedrooms and the secondary bathroom. It's that same gorgeous paint, and I'm really starting to fall in love with that paint color, especially seeing that white contrasted. A lot of you don't know this, but my primary residence, I had an office put in for me to use, and that office has a very similar paint color with a lot of grays in the office space, and it also has the white ceiling and extra white trim, and it really pops. I liked it and decided moving it forward to the bathroom would be appropriate. You can't see it because I don't think there's any lights in here. No, there's not, but I can kind of show what I can on camera and do as well as I can. That tub is brand new. That tub, oh, that's gonna be nice. They've already routed the shower head up there. That's gonna be in good place. There's the diverter. They've routed that as well. The diverter is how you're going to actually turn the shower head on. They've got a soap niche up there. Again, didn't specify it. That's just something that the contractor did. This contractor deserves a shout out. He does absolutely good work. There's a tub in here instead of a shower because children will likely be on site, and not every parent wants their child to be playing around with spraying water in the shower. This feels like a better route to go about it. Those are the major changes. I can do a quick walk back here, but I can assure you nothing has really changed back here. Yeah, nothing's really changed. One of the bedrooms looks good, nothing's changed. Trying to go in the same order for you guys. Nothing has changed in here. There's a few little spots that probably need to be cleaned up. You can see that spot. Any spots where it looks like the drywall is being held to the ceiling or something from the ceiling is coming down, we're gonna clean that up a little bit, or at least the contractor should know about it. There's a spot up here. This looks like evidence of either poor craftsmanship from the get-go or possibly foundation shift. That just needs to be cleaned up. That's all. A little spot there. I talked about this one a little bit before, but it's worth bringing up again. I know these videos do get published so a small group of investors can see it, but this might be used for a different purpose in the future. One of the other purposes I use these videos for is going back and reviewing myself, just things that I need to make sure I bring up. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, it smells very pleasant in here. Doesn't smell anywhere near like dog anymore. Another spot that just needs to be cleaned up. I don't think I ever actually looked in this closet. I don't care about cleaning up spots in the closet. No one's gonna be here to use it that much. There's also, it looks like a spot here on the ceiling that's just not painted super well, or that could be a leak. Hold on. I will point that out with the contractors. It's very possible that could have been a leak. I really don't know, but it's definitely discolored. I'm thinking that's water damage. That may or may not have happened before they put the new roof on. I'm guessing it happened before they put the new roof on because there hasn't really been a whole lot of rain since. So I'll get the contractor to look into that because that's not so it's not okay. We need to get that fixed. Couple things, fixing the trim here. Just a couple things. And going back out. That's really the bulk of it. There's not much else to talk about other than I'm excited as this project progresses. The fact that they're getting the bathrooms done, it means that it's not too far away from being completed. Next steps, gonna be getting the kitchen built out. Actually, I apologize. That is not the next steps. The next steps is going to be getting the floor installed in the entire house. Once the floor is installed, they can get the kitchen built out. And as the same time is passing, they will be working on the bathrooms. Pretty much all there is to do now for me is turn off the lights, lock everything up, make sure we're secured, and call it a day. Until next time, peace.